second half of tonight's RWL Snarl as we celebrate the birthday of GM Tex Lynch, and the second half has 3 huge matches on tap, all of them being extra special for them. Benefit of Mr. Lynch himself.
And there are 3 matches I would have had to kick myself for missing. But now that I've come back just in time, I'm extra happy to be back.
Oh, I know you are, especially with tonight's main event. A last woman standing match between Faye Crawford, the Fairfield Fox, and Sylvia Strong, the manageress of manageresses. Oh man, it's so far, guys, I gotta tell you, it's been a great birthday. Okay, moving right along, let's start off our duel with ladies tag team competition as the odd couple of Georgia Washington and Dosvetanya join forces against the reigning Triple Crown champs, American Power.
Kurt Angle's evil little angel, the Yankee Rose Georgia Washington, is definitely on American Power's radar with Liberty Bell Danielle, having already called Georgia everything but a child of God. And Georgia on the flip side, recently referring to Danielle as overrated, as the war of words is about to get physical between these 2 teams. This ladies' tag team match is set for 1 fall with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first, from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, she is the Yankee Rose, Miss Georgia Washington.
Guys, I'll tell you what, Kurt Angle sure can pick 'em, can't he? Georgia Washington, a lightning rod of controversy in recent weeks, and oh man, her and Liberty Bell Danielle Heathcote, and Brooklyn's Vaughn Brown, and patriotic Pam Parsons, ain't none of these ladies in RWL can stand Georgia Washington. And as an added bonus, check this out, you guys. Liberty Bell Danielle has dedicated this match to me for my birthday. Well, I have never had that done for me before, so I'm going to embrace it, and I sure hope American Powers prevails here.
Her tag team partner from Leningrad, Russia, here is Dosvetanya.
Well, yeah, guys, it certainly is a puzzle how Dosvetanya of the Red Star Confederation would ever wind up hooking up with Kurt Angle's ballet, Georgia Washington. It just doesn't add up. The math ain't mathing, guys.
Who can say, but they do manage to work reasonably well as a team, which fans saw on Rage when the pair squared off with Les Femmes Fatales the other night. Naturally, like most people, I'm leaning towards a win from AP, but Georgia and Dosvetanya have demonstrated some pretty solid skills as a team, and that's gonna complicate things for Patty and Danielle.
Well, of course, it wouldn't be much of a match if they just laid down and gave up, now would it?
Their opponents, first, from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Triple Crown champion, and reigning RWL Women's Tag Team champion, Liberty Bell Danielle Heathcote.
Wow, you guys, look at this. Pam Parsons, patriotic Pam Parsons, standing ringside with American Powers for this one. Well, like I said, nobody, and I mean none of our red, white, and blue ladies seems to appreciate Georgia Washington. Wow. Liberty Bell Danielle coming down to the ring with the American flag to counter Dosvetanya's Russian flag, I suppose. Oh man, this is going to be absolutely insane, you guys.
So, let me be the one to address the elephant in the room here. It's pretty obvious Danielle Heathcote has expressed affection for you.
I know.
And I'm pretty sure folks would like to know what your spin on the thing is.
It's a delicately balanced situation. Suffice it to say that Miss Heathcote and I are in discussions on the matter. That's about as far as I'm willing to go, guys.
Gee, Tex, I dunno. I think you two would make a cute couple.
Oh, hush your
Our
mouth,
tag
Wally.
team partner from Tampa, Florida, Triple Crown champion and Women's World Tag Team champion, Patty Powers. Together, they are American Powers.
Well, if you guys followed Snarl a couple of nights ago, you know that Georgia Washington and Dosvetanya have already met with Les Femmes Fatales, Jeff Williams, and Mimi Emerson, and they did not fare very well against Les Femmes Fatales. I must be honest with you, I'm prognosticating a not too good performance from Georgia and Dosvetanya this evening against AP. I'm sorry, they're the champs. Well, that's one hell of a ladies tag match we got starting off the second half. Georgia Washington and Liberty Bell Danielle starting us off here. And here we go, the ref sounds the bell. Georgia catches a kick to the midsection. Danielle with a running clothesline takes her down, goes for an immediate cover here. One, and just one. 9 seconds. Wow, okay. Danielle, suplex on Georgia. Rounds her up again. Georgia Washington counters with a chop. Danielle counters. Dragon Sleeper countered by Georgia. Hard forearm takes Danielle down. Georgia Washington rounds her up. Fails to connect with the standing drop kick. Danielle pinches her across the ring by her hair. Okay, wow. Pam Parsons standing ringside with American Powers. No doubt enjoying watching Georgia Washington get hers here. Georgia counters with a kick to the midsection on Danielle. Whips her into her team's corner. And another hard Irish whip into the opposing corner. Patty Powers says, excuse me, I think I'd like to get in here. Uh-oh, here we go. Georgia Washington with a back suplex on Patty Powers. Georgia rounds her up again, fails to connect with that standing dropkick again. Patty connects for sure with that big boot right there. Wow. Oh, look at this kip up from Georgia Washington. Well, I guess must be something Kurt Angle sees in her. Oh, well. Patty Powers counters and whoa, Hurricane Rana out of like no place. How about that right there? Georgia Washington with a hard forearm stuns Patty. Follows it up with another one that takes her down to the mat. And now into this leg lock, but Patty Powers ain't going to stay in there too long, finds her way out pretty quickly. Patty rounds her up into the Dragon Sleeper. And a Dragon Screw. Oh, wow, okay. Georgia Washington gathered up. They tussle just about center ring. Georgia shoves Patty away and a spear. Wow, okay, that was kind of wild. Georgia goes to recover. 1, 2, just a 2. Quite literally just a 2. Patty Powers getting back to her feet. Georgia don't see it happening. Georgia Washington counters with a forearm and a chop. Patty counters with a chopper run and another Hurricane Rana. That's a sudden Hurricane Rana. You don't even see it coming. Here comes Danielle on the tag. Georgia Washington back on her feet. Danielle takes her down center ring into an armbar. Georgia counters out of the armbar. Wait, whoa, that was, all right, that was kind of impressive. Oh, man. Georgia Washington whipped to the far corner. Danielle catches an elbow and a kick to the midsection. And a neckbreaker drop. Ow, yeah, man. That did not go well. Georgia Washington makes her way back to her corner, and in comes Dosvetanya for the first time. Russian moves in on Danielle. Danielle just kind of shoved her away. And right off the bat into a sleeper hold here. But the ref says, no, got to break that one up. Danielle drags her closer to center ring, goes for a cover. Not even one. Dosvetanya just got in there. She's still far too fresh. Dosvetanya catches a spine buster. Liberty Bell Danielle. She gets rounded up again. Dosvetanya getting escorted to the American Powers corner. Here comes Patty Powers on the tag, and here comes some double team. Off the rope she goes, double clotheslines. Takes Dosvetanya down as Patty Powers go for a cover and hooks the leg. 1, 2, Georgia Washington right there to break up the party. Patty rounds her up. Oh, wow, okay. Dosvetanya counters Patty against the ropes. Let's see where this is going to go. Patty draped across the center rope. Dosvetanya using that rope and using those legs to hurt Patty. Patty with a nice fireman's carry. Misses with that kick. Ooh, hard knee to the midsection. And another Hurricane Rana for Dosvetanya. As Patty steps out, and in comes Liberty Bell Danielle. And here comes Georgia Washington, just in time, Shoulder tackle. Takes Georgia down. Georgia Washington makes her way back inside. Hard chop. Wow, what a chop against the chest. And whoa, man. Slammed Danielle's head first in. Oh, look at this. Georgia Washington just kind of making sport of Liberty Bell Danielle right here. Series of running clotheslines. Danielle misses with hers. Rebound off the ropes and a forearm takes Danielle down to the canvas. As Georgia Washington begins to stalk Liberty Bell Danielle here. Oh, man, what a devastating chop. And oh, what a slam. That cannot have felt good. Georgia Washington beginning to assert herself here against Liberty Bell Danielle. Danielle counters with a shot to the midsection. Follows that up with an arm drag. Georgia spins her around. Has her up. Takes a couple of steps. Oh, man. Backbreaker stretching out the lower back of Liberty Bell Danielle. Yeah, these two really do not like each other, not even a little bit. Georgia counters. Hard shot to the back of the head of Liberty Bell Danielle. And a standing dropkick takes her down center ring again as Georgia steps out. And in her corner moves back in. Danielle counters with a clothesline and takes her down. Liberty Bell Danielle rounds up Georgia Washington. Whips her into American Power's corner. Tags in Patty. And here comes another double team. Georgia off the ropes and another double clothesline. This time for Georgia Washington as Patty goes for the cover and hooks the leg. 1, 2, only a 2. With Dosvetanya right there to break up the pin. Patty Powers has Georgia by the throat. Whoa! Oh, man. Georgia countered that one pretty quick. And a running spear takes Patty down to the mat. Wow. Georgia Washington. Full of surprises. Looks like. Cover. 1, 2. But Patty pushing her off pretty easily. Patty Powers back to her feet. Misses with the kick again. Connects with that arm drag, though. Georgia Washington catches an elbow and a clothesline and a quick kip up from Georgia Washington. She's kind of uncanny, man. Wow, okay. Patty Powers has her up shot for the pile driver, but no. Georgia Washington turns it into a back body drop. Has Patty up. Patty again quick with the counter. Shoves her towards the far corner. Georgia drives a knee into Patty Powers and rounds her back up again. Hard chop, but Patty Powers counters it. Trying to lift Georgia, but Georgia says, no, that's okay. Elbow across the face from Patty, a counter from Georgia Washington. Georgia whipped to the corner of American Powers. Counters and escapes the corner. Georgia whips Patty to her team's corner. Oh, this can't be good. Patty Powers being situated up on the top turnbuckle here by Georgia Washington, who makes her way up to the top rope with Patty. And, oh, man, what a slam right there. Georgia might have hurt herself doing that one. But Patty Powers is definitely laid out at the moment. Georgia Washington starting to show the signs of wear and tear here. Match has gone on almost halfway through now. Patty counters with a kick to the midsection. Standing drop kick. Takes Georgia Washington down as Patty goes for the cover. 1, 2, but only a 2. Georgia Washington sits herself back up. Patty Powers starting to get a little frustrated. Georgia hard whipped into the AP corner. As, Patty Powers is about to pay Georgia Washington back for that one. Takes her all the way up to the top rope, and I think you guys know where this is going. Top rope superplex all the way up from the top turnbuckle, and down goes Georgia Washington, and, well, she is laid out but good right now. Patty Powers rounds her up. The referee's already counting. Georgia Washington's back inside, and so is Patty Powers. Georgia Washington laid out face down center ring as Patty Powers rounds her up. Whips Georgia into her team's corner. Georgia counters and escapes the corner and tries to take a cheap shot at Danielle, but it didn't work out too good. Blind tag, and here comes Danielle, who is now the legal person in the ring. Georgia with a fireman's carry. Now they're tussling center ring. Danielle shoves her away. Georgia counters with a hard shot. Has Danielle up over the shoulders. Oh, look at this. Oh, man. Oh, a package jawbreaker from behind. Danielle. She's pretty much laid out right now. Georgia Washington keeping her distance from a laid-out Danielle, who is only now starting to get back to her feet. Georgia winds her up. Look at this. Danielle counters with a dragon screw. And a quick kip up Georgia Washington. Kind of creeping me out here. Whips Danielle to the ropes. Winds up the arm. Danielle counters with a forearm. Danielle and Georgia tussling center ring. Man, the tension between these two is crazy. Georgia Washington whipped to the far corner. Danielle tries for a kick, doesn't get one, gets countered instead. Georgia misses with the clothesline. Danielle rounds her up. Whips her into AP's corner. Georgia escapes inside corner again. Danielle counters with a kick. Georgia counters with an elbow. Now it's Danielle stuck in her own corner, and Patty Powers comes in on another blind tag. Oh, man. And out over the top rope and onto the floor goes Patty Powers with Georgia Washington in hot pursuit as Liberty Bell Danielle remains in that corner. Patty and Danielle dealing with some real problems here as far as Georgia Washington is concerned. Georgia's laid out center ring right now. Patty Powers rounds her up. Whoa! By the throat. Double choke slam right there. Not one but two. A little one and a big one. Clothesline from Patty. A second one. And whoa, a sling blade right there too. Patty covers, hooks the leg. 1, 2. Oh man, that was close. That should have been, but Georgia Washington quickly back to her feet again. Patty Powers right there whips Georgia into her team's corner. Pam Parsons watching this whole thing, no doubt with some degree of amusement. Georgia catches another couple of double clotheslines from AP as Danielle goes for a cover. 1, 2. Dosvetanya there to break up the pin. Oh, here we go. Danielle into a sleeper hold on Georgia Washington, but Dosvetanya with a kick breaks that one up. Danielle rounds her up again. Whips Georgia Washington into her team's corner, and here comes Patty Powers on the tag. A little more double team action here. Georgia off the ropes, catches the drop toe hold and an elbow across the back. Patty Powers with a heavy side suplex right there. Patty rounds her up. Almost connects with the standing drop kick, but not quite. Georgia Washington lines up the arm. Patty Powers counters with a forearm. Took her down by her throat. There's that little double choke slam again. One little one, one big one. Georgia Washington stands back. Whoa! Patty Powers backing up like, wait a minute, I didn't expect that to happen. Georgia Washington with Patty Powers against the ropes. Oh, she gets pitched over the top rope and onto the apron. Georgia Washington catches a shot to the midsection and oh man, sunset flip out onto the floor. There's one we definitely do not see all the time. The referee now counting George Washington and Patty Powers on the outside. Patty countered by Georgia. An elbow takes Patty Powers down the floor. Georgia Washington drives a knee into the head of Patty Powers. Now Georgia rounds Patty up to her feet. Patty rolls her back into the ring. Patty Powers not far behind here. Georgia counters with an elbow. Patty whips her to the ropes. Wow, hard shot from Georgia, and whoa, a wraparound DDT. Patty Powers quickly getting back to her feet here. As Georgia Washington steps out, in comes Dosvetanya. And Patty Powers takes her down with one hard shot. Wow. Patty backs off into her corner. Moves back in on Dosvetanya. Well, there it is. The little double choke slam right there. Not one but two. And Dosvetanya is having some trouble getting back to her feet right now. Danielle watching her partner Patty Powers work as Dosvetanya is whipped into the corner. Dosvetanya counters. Dragon screw back to her feet. Patty Powers rounds her up. And oh, wow, what a slam. Patty gathers her up again. Misses with the clothesline. That would have took her head off of it. Connected. Dosvetanya with a forearm that takes Patty down to the mat. And here comes Danielle Heathcote on the tag. Liberty Bell takes her down with a running shoulder tackle. Dosvetanya back up to her feet. Whoa! Spine buster right in the heart of the logo. Right there. Danielle gathers her up again. Winds up the arm. Dosvetanya counters with a hard forearm. Danielle slams her face first to the mat. Wow, she dribbled like a basketball. Oh, Dosvetanya counters with a kick. Fails to connect with the running kick. Danielle whips her into the corner and she rebounds out. She hit so hard. Nice arm flip from Dosvetanya. Rounds Danielle back up. Danielle counters. Slams her face into the mat. Danielle drags Dosvetanya center ring. Goes for the cover. 1, 2. But only a 2. Patty takes herself back to her corner. Dosvetanya catches a forearm from Danielle and a running shoulder tackle that takes her down to the mat again. Dosvetanya slowly getting back to her feet as Danielle stalks her. Fireman's carry from Dosvetanya. Very quick on the counter, these two. Oh, well, that forearm would have connected, but it didn't. Oh, man. Arm drag. Dosvetanya countered by Danielle. Clothesline takes her down. Liberty Bell Danielle definitely doing a little bit of showing off here. Dosvetanya rounded up. Oh, here we go into the sleeper hold again. And that's it. The referee says no more. We done. And so in the final analysis, American Powers wins this one by submission.
The time, 16 minutes and 51 seconds. Your winners by submission, American Powers.
As far as ladies' tag matches go, Georgia and Dosvetanya sure gave American Powers a rough time. But Liberty Bell Danielle shuts down the Russian with a sleeper, leading to a damn near buzzer-beating tap-out win, which is really good, as a time limit draw between these two teams would have only made the situation between them a whole bunch more toxic. A well-earned win for AP tonight, and well, Tex. It's like I said last week, we all wish you and Danielle all the best.
Oh, well, thank you very much, Wally. Listen, guys, we'll be right back with the next match right after the break, so stick around.